Hello children, how you are all? I hope you all are doing great. So let us continue with our chapter Physical and Chemical Changes. We'll discuss the last topic of this chapter, that is crystallization. As the name indicates, in this process some crystals are going to form. So let us start this. The sea water has many salts dissolved in it. As you all are aware of it, that sea water is a salty water which contains many dissolved salt. The common salt that adds taste to our food is obtained by evaporating the sea water. So, the common salt NaCl, that is sodium chloride, is one of the component of sea water. So, here the common salt is obtained from evaporating sea water. So, see, this is sea water. So, when we evaporate it, the left behind salt contain common salt. The salt so obtained is in the form of very small crystals. Can you see these crystals lying here? However, it is not pure, as other type of salts are also present in this water. The crystals of a salt are obtained from its solution. So see, this is the salt solution, and by evaporation we are obtaining the salt. So we can conclude that the crystals of a salt are obtained from its solution. The process of forming crystals from a solution is called crystallization. So when we obtain crystal from any salt crystal from its solution, the process is called as crystallization. Let's understand crystallization with the help of an activity. Let us know how to make crystals of a salt from its solution with the help of an activity. Activity 12. Aim: to make crystals of copper sulfate, to be demonstrated by the teacher. Materials required: test tubes, water, a burner, a teaspoon, copper sulfate, a stirrer, filter papers, a test tube stand. Procedure: fill a test tube half with water and heat it. When the water starts boiling, add a teaspoonful of copper sulfate to it. Stir well and keep adding copper sulfate till no more amount of powder can be dissolved. Let us understand this first. Take a glass and pour some water to it. Now add 1 teaspoon of common salt. Stir it regularly to dissolve the common salt to water. Now add another teaspoon of common salt and then dissolve it. Add more teaspoon of common salt. Keep adding till you can dissolve the salt in water. After some time, you will reach at a stage where no more salt can be dissolved to this water. That is, if you keep adding salt, the salt will start accumulating at the bottom. This type of solutions are called as saturated solution. Saturated means full. That is, this solution cannot dissolve more solute to it. Now, if you will heat this solution, now you can see that the accumulated salt starts dissolving. When you put more NaCl to it, you will see it will also get dissolved. You can put more NaCl till you see again the accumulation of common salt. This sort of solution, after increasing the temperature, that is after heating a saturated solution and adding solute to it, is called as super saturated solution. So here we will make a super saturated solution of copper salt. After this, we will filter the solution using a filter paper. As we filter the solution, the insoluble impurities present in copper sulfate solution will be left on filter paper, and rest of the solution will be collected in the test tube and called as filtrate. So see, with the help of a funnel, we will filter the solution through a filter paper and collect the solution in a beaker. The impurities will accumulate on the filter paper, whereas the solution will be collected in the beaker. This solution is called as filtrate. Now to understand it properly, let us watch a video. Take about 30 ml of distilled water in a beaker. To this, add powdered crude sample of copper sulfate with the help of a spatula. Stir it with a glass rod and dissolve it properly. Keep on adding copper sulfate till a little amount of copper sulfate is left behind. Now add about 3 ml of dilute sulfuric acid to this solution to make it clear. Now filtration of the solution. Place a filter paper in the funnel. Place a china dish and filter the solution through this filter paper. And collect the filtrate in the china dish. The impurities will remain in the filter paper. Now transfer this solution to a evaporating dish. Place this dish in a water containing trough and allow it to cool down slowly. Cover it with a watch glass. As the solution cools, the crystals of copper sulfate can be seen. Children, in this activity we have taken hot water. Now see, let's continue. Cover the filtrate with a filter paper and place the solution in test tube stand. Leave the test tube stand in a place where it cannot be disturbed. Allow it to cool to room temperature. At this temperature, filtrate will behave as supersaturated solution because we prepared a saturated solution at higher temperature. See children, actually we have boiled the water, that's why it is behaving as supersaturated solution. Okay? Observe the solution after few hours. Observation. Blue colored crystals of copper sulfate are formed. Conclusion. Crystals of copper sulfate can be obtained from its supersaturated solution. This activity can be demonstrated by taking urea, sugar or other material. So children, you can perform this activity at home using common salt or sugar. Let us now discuss checkpoint 2. Fill in the blanks. First, carbon dioxide gas turns lime water. Try to give the answer. Yes, you are correct. Milky. Next question. Iron fillings on heating with sulfur form iron. Yes, you all can do it. Very good. Sulfide. Next question. Burning of petrol is a dash change. I hope you all know what type of change it is. Yes, you are correct. It is chemical change. Next question. Dash and dash are necessary for rusting. I hope you all can answer this question. And the answer is air and moisture are necessary for rusting. Fifth, crystals of a substance are obtained from its dash solution. We have just discussed this and the answer will be supersaturated solution. Okay children, let's do some fun. Let's do practice time. A. Tick the correct answer. First question. Most chemical changes are A. Irreversible, B. Reversible, C. Temporary, D. Both B and C. Think and answer. And the correct answer is irreversible. Very good. Second question. Magnesium hydroxide is A. Acidic, B. Basic, C. Neutral. What are neutral substance? Neutral substance are the substance which are neither acidic nor basic. Okay. D. Both acidic and basic. and the answer to this will be B, basic. Third question, which gas is evolved when zinc reacts with dilute hydrochloric acid? A, hydrogen, B, carbon dioxide, C, oxygen, D, nitrogen. And I hope you all know the answer. Very good. The answer to this question is A, hydrogen. Question number 4. Which of these is a chemical change? A, stretching a string of guitar, B, cutting a paper, C, inflating a football, D, burning of coal. I hope you all can answer this question, and the correct answer is D, burning a coal. It is a chemical change. Fifth question, which of these cannot prevent rusting of iron? A, galvanization, B, alloying, C, dipping in water, D, greasing. And you all know very well the answer to this question will be C, dipping in water. Children, let's move to second part. Say true or false. First, alloying prevents rusting, and you all know it is true. Second, burning of a substance is a chemical change. Again the answer will be true. Third, stretching a spring is a chemical change. I hope you all know this, that stretching a spring is a physical change which makes it false. Fourth, on mixing magnesium oxide with water, a new substance called magnesium chloride is formed. Here you all know when you react magnesium oxide with water, we will get magnesium hydroxide, not chloride. So it makes this statement false. Fifth, on mixing baking soda with vinegar, hydrogen gas is produced. I hope you know hydrogen gas is not produced here. Instead, carbon dioxide gas is produced, which makes it false again. Children, now let's discuss few questions. Question number 16. Describe an activity to show the conditions necessary for rusting to take place. And answer to it is, take 3 test tubes A, B, C. In each test tube, place 1 clean iron nail. In test tube A, we have to put anhydrous calcium chloride, and you all know the property of anhydrous calcium chloride, that is, it absorbs all the moisture from the air, and cork it. In test tube B, we have to add boiled water, and you know boiled water is free from air, and we have to add some oil. What oil does is, it prevents the entry of air into water, and then we have to cork it. In test tube C, we have to simply tap water and cork it. Leave the setup undisturbed for 2-3 days. Now we will see what we observe. Nail in test tube C got rusted due to the presence of both air and water, whereas no rusting is seen in test tube A as there was no water, and in test tube B as there was no air. Next question, what is meant by crystallization? And the answer to it is, the process of forming crystals from a solution is called crystallization. Next question, explain the various methods by which rusting can be prevented. The first method is painting an iron article. So what paint does is, paint prevents entry of air and moisture. Next is coating iron article with grease. In this, grease cuts off contact of iron with air and moisture. Third one, galvanization. In galvanization, we put a coat of zinc over iron article. So the coat of zinc does not allow iron article to come in contact with air and moisture. The fourth one is alloying. And you all know alloying is mixing of iron articles or any metal with non-metals or metals with metals. So here when we mix iron article with other metals or non-metals, we see that the properties of the substance changes, okay, hence it prevents rusting. Next question is, describe an activity to make crystals of copper sulfate. So here we have to fill a test tube half with boiling water and add copper sulfate to it till no more amount of it can be dissolved. That is, we are making a supersaturated solution because we have boiled the water. Filter the solution using filter paper to remove the insoluble impurities. So, the impurities will remain in the filter paper and the filtrate will be pure. Allow the filtrate to cool to the room temperature. After a few hours, blue colored crystals of copper sulfate will be formed. Next question. When carbon dioxide gas is passed into lime water, it turns milky. What could be the reason? What type of change is this? So, when we pass carbon dioxide into lime water, a new substance, that is insoluble salt, which is calcium carbonate, is formed, which is of white color, making lime water milky. So, this white color salt formation makes the lime water milky. And what type of change is this? It is a chemical change. Now, see the last question. It is often noticed in coastal regions that articles made of iron get rusted faster. Can you think of the reason for this? So, see what happens in coastal region. The air contains a lot of moisture. Okay. So, we can say the air is saturated with water vapors or moisture. So, there is a lot of moisture. So, that is why it results in faster rusting of iron articles. Children, you have to note down all these question answers in your notebook from the PDF provided to you. I hope you enjoyed this chapter. Here we have finished the chapter and very soon assignment will be given to you. So keep smiling, keep studying and enjoy your day.